What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Retro Gamer Gen X's Retro Gaming and Computing channel. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 most rare and expensive Colecovision games. Now, these are the original games that came out in the 80s. These are not homebrews or anything like that, prototypes, because some of those are a little bit more expensive, but we're just going over original games that were actually produced and released back in the 1980s. Now, these are games that collectors often dream about, brag about, and also cry about when they see the price tag for them nowadays. So without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the top 5 most rare and expensive Colecovision games. Number 5. So kicking things off at number 5, we got Wizard of Oz WizMath from Sierra Online. And yeah, you guessed it, it's an educational game. Instead of blasting aliens or saving princesses, you're solving math problems with characters from the Wizard of Oz comic strip. Now, back in the 80s, kids weren't exactly lining up for math homework on a cartridge, so sales were pretty low. Really low. And that's why collectors today are hunting this thing down. Loose copies go for around $180 to $300, while complete in box copies can push $500 or more. Not bad for a game kids used to hide under the bed so they can play Donkey Kong. Number 4. At number 4, we got Meteoric Shower from 8-Bit Corp, later distributed by Telegames. This one had a pretty limited run, and depending on where you lived, you might not even seen this one at all. The gameplay, well, it's a shooter where you take out enemies raining from down and above you. Not the most groundbreaking concept, but hey, it was the early 80s and we were still impressed to see anything with pixels moving on the screen. Because of its scarcity, prices have shot up, well, like high scores. Loose copies can cost as much as $200 to $350, and complete copies can hit around the $600 mark. I'd have to say that's a lot to pay to be a space hero. Number 3. Sliding into number 3 is Alcazar, the Forgotten Fortress. This was a late release through Telegames, which means it came out when the Colecovision was already gasping for air. The game itself was an action-adventure where you explored dungeons, fought enemies, and tried not to get lost in the maze-like design. Honestly, it's a pretty ambitious title for the system, and reminds me a lot of the first Zelda on the NES. Because of the timing and its limited production, finding Alcazar in good condition is going to be tough. A loose cartridge will run you about $250 to $400, and a complete copy and try about $700 or more. That's a steep price to pay for wandering around a pixelated fortress, but hey, collectors love it. Hey, if you guys are digging the content, don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe, that notification, and that hype button. That way you guys get notifications and basically you see every time I drop new videos like this. Also, if you want to help support the channel, go ahead and hit that super thanks down below, or consider becoming a member of the channel to basically engage in all the cool perks that we have here. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get back to the video here. Number 2. At number 2 is Cubert's Cubes. This sequel to the arcade hit Q*bert was released right before the video game crash of 1983. Talk about bad timing. Because of the crash, production was cut short and many copies of it just didn't really come out. The gameplay adds a twist to the Q*bert formula, and the cubes you rotate instead of pyramids you hop on around. Kind of a different concept, and I kind of liked it. Today, it's one of the most sought-after Parker Brothers titles on the Colecovision. Loose, it'll set you back about $300 to $500, and complete in box, it'll be well over $1,000. So it's going to take a lot of saving quarters for this orange little guy. Number 1. And finally, at number 1, the holy grail of the Colecovision collector, Artillery Duel and Chuck Norris Super Kits, the Zonix double-end cartridge. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, Zonix was famous for their gimmicky 2 games in 1 design, where you literally flip the cart around to play the different titles. Sounds cool, right? Well, it didn't exactly set the world on fire, and very few of these double-enders were ever produced for the Colecovision. Now, Artillery Duel was a clone of a computer game that had been out for years. A fun game, but unfortunately, it's only 2-player. Players take turns dialing artillery fire until one player destroys the other. But this game is not the reason that people wanted this cartridge. It was because Chuck Norris. The Chuck Norris name alone makes this a must-have for collectors, and because it's so incredibly scarce, prices have gone through the roof. A loose copy can run about $800, $900, while a complete copy has sold for over $1,500. That's right. If you want to play some pixelated martial arts with Chuck Norris, and you want some artillery fire, you'll need to drop some kind of money, real money, to buy this. I mean, you could basically buy an entire retro game console collection for $1,500 on some consoles at least. And that's why this is number 1 on the list. And there you have it, guys, the top 5 ColecoVision's most rare and expensive video games. From math lessons that nobody wanted, to meteor showers, to Chuck Norris round kicking your wallet. Essentially, these games are the most expensive and rare ones on the ColecoVision that I could find. Now, if you guys don't agree with the list, go ahead and put the comments down below and let me know what games you thought should be on this list. And maybe we'll do another one featuring those games. Now, once again, I wanted to thank everybody that watched the video and watches the channel. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe, that like, and that notification bell. That way you get notifications every time I drop new content like this. Also, YouTube has that new hype feature. Don't forget to hit that hype button. That way the algorithm sees small channels just like mine. Also, if you want to help support the channel, go ahead and hit that super thanks down below, or consider becoming a member of the channel for all the great perks that we offer here. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a great one. Peace out, y'all.
Game over, man. It's game over.